Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lunchtime Goals with me, Wanda Martin, where we break for 8. So that means for 8 minutes, I get to hang out with you guys and share with you one goal setting tip that's going to educate you and it's going to motivate you to go after your goals. Now, listen, before we get started, I have got to say this. Hey, you guys, can you believe that Christmas is next week? Isn't that crazy? I mean, this year has flown by. I mean, especially with the pandemic and just the different things has been going on. I mean, I don't know about you, but for me, real talk, I'm kind of ready for 2021. And so, I'm excited about Christmas coming, but I'm definitely excited for the new year that's coming. And so, I mean, Christmas is next week. So I just have to say that, but I just want to find out, all you goal achievers out there, how many of you guys already completed your Christmas shopping? Did you already get that thing done? I mean, I still have more Christmas shopping to do, but I know how goal achievers roll. They like to get their stuff done really early, and so I'm a little bit behind the 8 ball, but I'm going to get on track with this. And so, go ahead and hit me up in the feed. Did you finish all your Christmas shopping? If so, go ahead and type yes for me in the feed. I want to see all the ones who went ahead and started their Christmas shopping and they are already finished. And if you're like me, make sure you get that thing done this weekend and not Wednesday because I hear it's going to snow. But make sure you get that thing done this weekend so you're not in the stores with everyone else. As a matter of fact, I think most people are online shopping this year, but that you're not waiting until the last minute to get stuff done, because the 8%ers, we don't wait until the last minute to get stuff done. We want to make sure we get stuff done on time. Okay, so I just had to say that. So now let's get back to it. So the reason why that I hang out with you guys for 8 minutes is because the University of Scranton, they did a research. And they discovered that 92% of Americans who set their goals, they never achieve them. 92%. Which means only 8%, that's right, only 8% of Americans who set their goals, they actually achieve their goals. And so my goal is to get you guys to be a part of that. You got it, to be a part of that 8%. And the only way that I can do that is to hang out with you guys every Wednesday to share with you a goal setting tip. Now, today we're going to continue with part 2 of answering some goal setting questions that you guys have submitted to me over the last several weeks. Now, I hope you all enjoyed it last week. And so today we're going to pick up with some more questions. There's some great questions, some interesting questions, some amazing questions that I'm pretty sure that you're going to enjoy. Now, don't forget, if you have any kind of suggestions or comments that you would like to add to what's being stated, hey, please feel free to go ahead and add that in the comment section. So you guys ready? If you're ready, go ahead and type in ready for me in the feed. I want to see who's all ready because I know I am ready. Christmas is next week. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So our first question comes from Zanetta Ford, and she is from Fort Washington, Pennsylvania. So let's listen to Zanetta's question. What's your question, Zanetta?
Hi, Pastor Wanda. So I have a question about my goals. This year and last year, I kept running into challenges that seemed to be out of my control. For instance, I wanted to save money each month, a certain amount, and then some sort of unexpected bill would come up and seemed to throw me off course for a couple of weeks or months. And then same with, I had some travel goals, and then something else in life popped up, like the coronavirus. I couldn't travel. So, what should I do when I have these goals that I want to accomplish? I usually get off to a good start, but then something pops up seemingly out of my control, just like life happened. Kids have to do something, and I have to make an adjustment. What can I do so I can still reach these goals and not just decide, okay, maybe I'll just try again next year?
Well, all right. Thank you so much, Zanetta, for submitting that question. And first, let me start off by saying that was a very good question. Now, Zanetta's question is this: what should you do when you have to deviate from your goals? What should you do when you have to deviate from your goals? Now, the reason why I said that was a very good question is because with the pandemic and the economy and just different things that are happening or has been happening in our country, with our nation, I'm pretty sure if not all of you guys had some goals that you had to deviate from because of the pandemic or because of just different things that's been going on. And so because of that, I want to answer that question today because, again, a lot of us had to deviate from our goals. I know for me, I had to deviate from several goals this year. And let me share with you one of the things that I did do because I had to deviate from my goals. And what I did was course correct. That's right, course correct. Whenever you find yourself in a position that you have to deviate from your goals, the answer to that is you have to do course correction. Now, Zanetta, I don't know if you know this or not, but whenever an airplane takes off, for the most part, they will be off course 99% of the time. That's right. They will be off course when they take off 99% of the time. And because of that, it is the role or the function of the pilot to take that plane and to do subtle course correction to get it back on course so that it can arrive to its destination on time. And so what I'm saying to you is this, Annetta, while you are piloting your life with goals, you may need to do some course correction because, life happens to all of us. And I'm pretty sure you submitted that question because you had different things, like you said, happen to you as well. And so you had to deviate from your goals and from your plans. And so here's the thing, make subtle course corrections. So what do I mean by that? You may have to change your deadline date, or you may have to change your plan of action. Find different course corrections that you can do to put you back on course so that you can achieve your goals. Now, again, one thing I do want to add is this. If you have to course correct, don't get upset and don't get discouraged by that. And the reason why I wanted to share that and to make that statement is because I find most individuals, especially if they're perfectionists, they look at that as a failure if they had to do course correction. And hear me, you guys, course correction does not mean you failed at that goal. It means exactly what it means. You're just course correcting to get back on course or to get back on the right path so that you can reach your destination. The same thing that a pilot does with their plane. They do course correction so they can still reach their destination, or should I say, so that they can still have good success. And so I thank you so much for that question. It was a very good question because a lot of people like yourself had to deviate from their goals, Zanetta. And the answer to that is just do subtle course corrections. Find out different things that you can do, that you can do some course correction and then get back on course to get back on track so that you can reach your destination. So I hope that helped you. Hey, you guys, if any of you all have any other suggestions or comments, go ahead and put it in the feed. What is it that you do when you have to deviate from your goals? I'm pretty sure Zanetta can use that information as well. But again, thank you so much, Zanetta, for submitting your question. Hey, happy goal setting and God bless. Thanks again. Now, you guys, I hope that you all enjoyed that question. I know that I did. That was a very good question. So now let's go to our second question, and it comes from Gloria Thomason, and she is from Abington, Pennsylvania. So let's listen to the question that Gloria has to ask. What's your question, Gloria?
I have a question about goals. My daughter Taylor asked me, is there a way to determine or measure whether or not your goal is too big or too small? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gloria, for asking that question. Just like the first one, that too was a very good question. Now, Gloria's question is this. Is there a way that I can determine whether my goal is too big or too small? Is there a way that I can determine if my goal is too big or too small? And the answer is yes. There's definitely a way that you can determine whether your goal is too big or whether it is too small. Now, let's just start with the first one. Now, how can you determine if your goal is too big? Now, Gloria, the way that you would determine that is by asking yourself several questions, such as, do I really have what it takes to achieve this goal? Number two, do I know someone who has accomplished this goal and can he or she be my coach? Number three, do I have the time and the schedule that will permit me to go in after this goal? So just asking yourself those several questions, Gloria, it will help you to determine whether that goal is too big. Now, how do you determine whether your goal is too small? Now, unlike the first one, you just really want to ask yourself just one important question. And that question is this: does the goal challenge you or motivate you? Does the goal challenge you or motivate you? Now, if not, then Gloria, then that goal is too small. See, you want to make sure that you set goals that challenges you, that motivates you. When you tend to set goals that you really don't have to put forth any effort to achieve them, then that's a strong indicator that that goal is too small, and that's not a goal that you really want to go after. You want to continue to set goals and go after goals that will challenge you and also motivate you. See, when you set a goal that is too small, it's not going to challenge you, it's not going to motivate you, and you're not going to put forth any effort to achieve that goal. And because of that, you're going to lose momentum, you're going to lose drive, and you're going to lose passion to go after it. Why? Because the goal is too small. But when the goal is just right, you will have passion, you will have momentum, and you will have the drive to see that thing through. So Gloria, again, that was a great question. Those are the ways that you can determine whether a goal is too big or too small. You're just going to have to ask yourself a series of questions in order to come up with that answer. And once you come up with that answer, it should give you the direction and where you want to go. So again, thank you so much for your question. And Gloria, hey, happy goal setting. God bless. Now, you guys, we are out of time, but I hope you enjoyed those 2 questions because I know I did. And again, if you have a question that you would like to submit to me, all you have to do is submit it to info@wandamartin.org. Send a video question, and who knows, maybe I'll put it right here on Facebook Live with me next week. So again, you guys, I pray that you enjoyed this session. I know it was a great session for me. I learned some things. I know that you did as well. Make sure your goal is not too big, and also make sure they're not too small. And if you had to deviate from your goals, make sure you do some course correction. And hey, you guys, listen, if you want more information about goal setting, this weekend, that's right, this weekend, I have a Goal for the Goal workshop that is coming up. And guess what? It's free. You don't have to pay anything. Again, you guys, y'all know me. I love to help people to be a part of that 8%. Now, in order to register for it, all you have to do is visit www.wandamartin.org and go ahead and reserve your spot. Listen, people are reserving their seats. People are getting in, and we're about to get it on this weekend. It's about to be popping, and you don't want to miss it. So go ahead, reserve your seat, reserve your spot. Just visit www.wandamartin.org. And then also, hey, you guys, if you want more information about goal setting, you can visit me on many different platforms. I have a Facebook platform. I have an Instagram platform. Hey, you can even visit me on YouTube. I have a YouTube video channel platform, and I have tons of videos on there that I've done previously about goal setting. Listen, just make yourself available to each and every one of them so you can make sure you have yourself goal ready for 2021. And then finally, if you want more information, more products, anything of that nature, just visit www.wandamartin.org. Hey, you guys, again, thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have a question, just go ahead and submit it to info@wandamartin.org. Hey, who knows? I may put you on here live with me next week. Hey, but like I love to always end my session, hey, be safe, be great, and be 8 all day. Hey, God bless.